In today's project video, I'm going to show you how I flattened this board using this router planer. Hey, I'm Lou and you're watching Live Free and DIY.
I really wanted the base of this to be pretty solid, but I also wanted it to be adjustable. So I used two 2/4 inch slotted plated steel angles, and here I'm just attaching two 1x2s that act kind of as a buffer to prevent my router bit from touching the steel. I also picked up an HDPE cutting board that I'm cutting down to size here to act as a sort of friction-free guide for my rails and my router on this planer. And I'm cutting a slot about an inch into two of the pieces that will act as the slots that will ride on the 2 1/4 inch steel. I'm using a couple of the HDPE pieces to act as a new foot for my router to slide on the top. Both of the HDPE slotted guides will act as connection points for the top rails. So I'm drilling out 2 holes, and then I'll connect those 2 holes with my scroll saw. That will make them adjustable so I can make the rails as wide as I need to. And now it's time for assembly. The 2 top rails are 1 inch slotted plated angles. And I'm bolting the top rails to the HDPE guides. I need to make sure that those slots are correctly positioned on the bottom rails. I'm using hot glue on the corners of my work piece just to make sure that the piece doesn't slide or move up and down or anything. I used clamps to help ensure that the piece was tight within the rails, but I don't think this was necessary. Like a real thickness planer, you probably shouldn't take off too much at a time. Probably a 1/16 of an inch is pretty good. I did get a little bit too aggressive, but it all worked out in the end. You can kind of see the router lines a little bit, but it's basically a flat piece of wood now. So I just flipped it over and did the other side. If you saw my last vlog, you would have seen that this board was definitely not straight, and now look at it. It's basically perfect. Just so you have an idea of how adjustable this setup is, this board is about 8 inches wider than the previous board.
Well, this was actually a really simple build, and I learned a lot of things planing several boards, and I'll discuss what happened in my vlog on Friday. So if you have any questions about this build, let me know in the comments below. Check me out on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. If you're enjoying my content, I'd appreciate your support over on patreon.com. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button below. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you on Friday with my vlog update. Until then, I hope you have a great week. Bye.
Bye-bye.